Is even the sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen. It's something, it's affection on some level. I don't think this is just for collectors. It's for people who want Donald Trump brand sneakers. That, again, he's connecting on a different level.
This is what they think about you. Raymond Arroyo over at Fox News usually appears to do little comedic sketches with Laura Ingraham on her show that sometimes go over people's heads.
You know, I was watching an episode of You where measles came up.
Wait. When did I mention measles?
I don't know. It was on You.
Raymond, I've never had measles. What are you talking about? This is stupid.
It was an episode of a show, Laura.
What's it called?
You.
What is he talking about?
It's called You.
So when I saw him talking about how Trump's gold sneakers are attracting more black voters because you know how they are, my first thought was, this isn't a very good sketch. They must be trying to distract from how tacky these shoes are by making these offensive jokes. I still don't think he actually believes it, and neither did his co-host.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Well, anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love. It's
hope
something.
You're right. I hope he brings new voters into the fold, though, because I have a feeling the people that are going to go buy the $400 sneakers were probably going to vote for Trump anyway. So that's my concern. How does he get new voters into the fold?
I think that's Tommy Lauren. Anyway, somehow she became the voice of reason by pointing out that black voters might actually have an issue or two that they base their vote on. And the people spending $400 on shoes that they hope they'll receive one day, they already worship him. So Arroyo is just trying to go over the top, like every other conservative voice trying to protect Trump's fragile feelings after he got booed in Philly at SneakerCon.
I didn't even know there was a SneakerCon, quite frankly. Never heard of this thing before, but all I know is Trump went into Philadelphia and got cheered. That's a blue city, so it's a little takeaway as well.
Wow, a lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotion in this room. Thank you. Thank you. So the really nice thing is we have lines, and I want to thank Chase and I want to thank Alan.
It's actually okay, though. Athletes get booed all the time, but when politicians catch heat from audiences, it's the end of the world, especially for Trump, who convinced MAGA that his 2020 loss was illegitimate based off of crowd sizes and what they assume is a supportive base. But making racist declarations about black voters and how little work they care to do to attract them might also be the strategy, since one of Trump's surrogates in media allegedly angered him. Here's what Republicans Against Trump tweeted out. According to NBC News, Donald Trump is effing pissed with MAGA influencer Charlie Kirk because he's causing problems for the campaign's efforts to win over black voters after Kirk's recent racist comments, including arguing against MLK Day.
The promise was that we were going to get a colorblind America, and to offer an olive branch to some of my conservative friends that still lift up MLK. They want to lift up MLK because they want to turn the page on race. And I'm totally on that program. What I'm trying to counter is the reason we talk about race so much is because we have a federal holiday to a guy that talked about race all the time. We celebrate the Civil Rights Act more than the American founding, and that we have this continuation of multi-decades of building and building and building, where then in the 90s you get Derek Bell, an Intro to Critical Race Theory. You get Patrice Cullors in the 1619 Project.
Charlie Kirk is over there like, if you give those blacks an inch, they'll turn around and expect to vote, maybe even get paid fairly. What's next for them? Fair housing? So just to clarify, though, some people close to Trump say that he's upset with Kirk over his recent slate of racist comments, which match up well with his past slate of racist comments that never bothered Trump camp anyway. So Trump Jr. is denying it. But their conflicting accounts are all concerned about whether or not Kirk is hurting efforts to court black voters, not whether or not his racist statements are something that they ride with. It's never about the hateful positions that they hold, but more about the racist veil being lifted for anyone that is still fooled. Because Donald Trump doesn't need any help letting black folks know how little he thinks of them.
We had a case where we had an African-American guy who was a fan of mine. Great fan, great guy. In fact, I want to find out what's going on with him. You know what I'm, look at my African American over here. Look at him.